Всем привет! Отнеситесь к своим действиям со всей ответственностью. Мы уже наделали, то есть я уже наделала одну нехорошую вещь. По крайней мере, одну. Съела человека, который ответственен за лечение людей в одном регионе. Благо, хоть не самого главного, но все равно после того мне показали письмо, что куча людей в том районе померла. И все. Не буду камеру включать сегодня. Нет желания особо. Да я начала играть, когда темно стало. Темно. Так, у нас поговорить с леди Эшберн осталось. Одна, блин, радость жизни, игр, все. Больше никакой нет. Хотя нет, я вру, конечно, неправда. Скорее это. Просто возмущаюсь, вот. Капец. А что это? Событие, произошло какое-то событие, я пойду туда. Так где-то тут. Это у нее событие.
Good evening, my dear colleague.
You look ill, Miss Swanborough. I wonder if your concoction will do the trick.
I'm perfectly fine thanks to my miraculous elixir. You, on the other hand, look pale and tired, Doctor.
Так она сказала, что ей хорошо. Эту штуку я купила, оно разбирается только на склянке. Где события? Тут-то. Что мне не нравится, что оно здесь. Ого. А что они тут делают, бродячие скаль? Кто тут это рычит? Что тут за события? Не, ну понятно, все поумирали, но и все. Тут везде люди постоянно умирают. А это шо? О, ё-моё! Дороти Крей... Бляха-муха. Кем она стала? Почему она такой стала? Она там столб сообщества, пропавший горожанин. Я не знаю, как такое лечить. Блин. Может, можно как-то без драки все это сделать, не? Нереально? Чё? Тут это как в море. Кого-то не следи, какого-то персонажа, все. Я опять его, того убила. Сейчас зайду, загляну. Блин, я с ума сошла. Ну что мне с этим делать? Она монстром стала. Бляха-муха. Капец. Нет, у меня же батарея, нам еще садится. Придумала сегодня садиться. Такой день ужасно неприятный. Сегодня садится. Итак, день неприятный. Пойду туда, у нее 24 уровень. Да, ее убить надо, но не с текущими способностями, не сегодня. Может, у меня есть еще какие-то задания? Священная война. Барретт, Льюис и Джо Питерсон. Забрать коробку какую-то. А, это Уайтчепл. Задание горожанина. Забрать семя ляса кладбища. Так, где? А, нет. Выполнено, выполнено. Клей Кокс. Объято. Профессиональный инструмент провалено, потому что я его съела. Вот это может быть. Эти местные командные пункты. Стража Привьена. О! Ну нет, недалеко. Что, блин, за люди? Они реально думают, что у меня, я не знаю, график, время резиновое, я могу делать что угодно, когда угодно. Нет. Если я долго играю в игры, это не значит, что я каждый день не буду чем-то занята. Не, ну серьезно. Капец, люди. Да? меня планы не только на один день или неделю вперед.
Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
И на месяц вперед могут быть. Ну что это такое? А та у тебя будет еще один шанс. Да не будет у меня больше шансов. Все. Давай ешь. У него там дружочек есть, который ему вообще не помогает. Скажи мне, где твой друг? Где твой друг? Вот он. Боевка мне понравилась, просто не надо сильно камеру крутить. Как обычно это хочется делать. Так, какую сторону мне? Понятно. Как мне нравится, когда он так прыгает. Вот только игры со мной остаются. Все, больше ничего со мной только. Ну, я не... Ну да. Только это остается. Остальном такое. Не, ну это ненормально. Ой, я не туда зашила. Не, наверное, надо через дворы. Правильно шла. Бля, не восстановились. Внизу. Открытое убежище. Круто. Лекарства мне не надо. А, может, что-то улучшить, топорик или... Ну, ёшкин кот. У меня вот это стоит, да? Часть обычного спускового механизма, еще одна. Часть обычной рукоятки, еще одна. Вот так вот. Мне туда не пройти с этой стороны. Плохо. Сюда. Бляха-муха. Ой! Он не убивается. Сука. Белая бумажка внезапно. Действительно, в вербовке парневого чепеля, кажется, одного я нашел. Это Альпи. Поднимайся. Наверняка Альберт захочет узнать, что его приняли в мокрые ботинки. Ё-моё. Так, что там за бумажка? Он тупой, как табурет, но крепкий. Я попросил его раздобыть лекарства для продажи на черном рынке, и он быстро их доставил. При следующей встрече я скажу ему, что его приняли в мокрые ботинки, теперь он должен получить приказы у своих новых боссов. Что-то эти лекарства никому не помогли. Так, мои... Сыворотка крови, сыворотка регенерации. Т. Клавишу Т. Ага. Тут не видно, какой у него уровень. 12. Хорошо. Блин. Ой, туда. Сука. Ты. Один. Бля, ну что за хрень? Ну гля, ну. А все, я прошла. Ха-ха-ха-ха-ха, получилось. Так вот. Есть. Получилось. Ух ты. Что это? Заброшенные дома. Неизвестно. Мигающий скаль.
I cannot enter.
Так, я не могу зайти туда даже помочь. Да блин, я не хочу вниз падать, алло. Сука. А. Надо остановиться. Так, Т это здоровье у нас. А G это кровь. О, пойдем. Так. Подожди, не ори. Я уже пришла. Сейчас, минуточку. Здравствуй.
What happened? Who are you?
It's all right, sir. You're safe now.
A fellow Englishman. Thank you, sir. For a moment, I thought those bloody heathens had killed me.
What are you doing here? This place is not safe.
Yeah, it's a cesspool, but it's mine. I came to collect some overdue rent, but those who still live here have gone completely bonkers.
You're very lucky to be alive.
Yeah, filthy immigrants. Fucking savages, every one of them. And now with this
А теперь у них все инфлюенция, грязные животные,
find
отчепы
safety
для
of sorts
более-менее
in
безопасно. Если
If you're
будете
quick
идти
and
быстро и
cautious, you'll be able to
осторожно,
avoid the
спасетесь от
savages.
дикарей. Так, его типа можно сожрать. Я не буду. Это другого готовила для этого. Угу. Простуда у него. Да. Я тут.
Конфети їсти.
Да.
А хто не хотів їсти кашу? Конфети?
Дура і
Ага.
не лізла.
Тепло штуки. обідочок.
То був обід, да. Хороше.
Та то не обід, ні вечеря.
Sorry, sir, no admittance. Don't come no closer. Die, vermin! Die, vermin!
Я устранила тех, кто следит за больницей. Теперь в больнице все будет спокойно. Я не буду за той женщиной следить, сумасшедшей. Квест я выполнила. Теперь ее можно спокойно взять и съесть. Вот так вот. Без каких-либо украшений. Шо? Успокойте муху, Крофт. Теперь. Отсюда, кстати, должна быть прямая дорога. Все будет хорошо теперь у нас. А, тут все на замок закрыто. О, записка. Мартимер Гросвик. Доступна новая подсказка. Я ему давала таблетку вчера. Посмотрим, что тут, может, еще что есть. Так, а как же успокоить нашу дамочку? Маркер. Тельма, он она.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
О! Рассказать об
I have made
охотниках.
inquiries about the men who were tracking you, Miss Howcroft.
I did not expect a mortal to have this sort of courage. Speak, Doctor. Why are they hunting me down?
It was a misunderstanding. These hunters were in fact looking for a very different creature, but they mistakenly put their sights on you.
I knew it. I have become undone. Those hunters have discovered me, but they don't know what I'm capable of.
If you'll accept some advice from a petty mortal, I think you should assume a low profile and just quietly disappear into the shadows.
You are right. And you have served me well, mortal. Take this as a reward for your time. Perhaps I will allow you to drink deep of my blood. One day.
Thank you. I'll keep that proposition in mind.
Спасибо, я это запомню.
Do you require my service?
I have no need for your medicine.
Задать личные вопросы. Сад. Надо ж кого-то съесть все-таки.
kill me, brother? We could have ruled this land together and forever.
Ключ какой-то. Интересно, эта надпись всегда появляется, что район пострадает?
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Soldier, do you need assistance?
I'm fine. Just do something for this pain, will you? That's all I'm asking.
Goodbye for...
Damn. The pain. It's here again.
А что, она все равно чокнутая. Что я сказал, что мы могли бы править вечно. Ага, сейчас. С ней-то.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Так, у меня есть какая-то подсказка по нем. Что с
Your
вами?
medical report says you're not affected by the Spanish flu. What do you think of that, Mortimer?
Does it make me happy? Not in the slightest. If it was up to me, I would have left this place long ago. I know I don't belong here.
And why do you think you don't belong here?
I know the staff have more important things to do than look after me. There's plenty of patients here who need their attention.
Do you need any help?
Thank you, Dr. Reed, but
I have to go.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Do you require medical attention as well, Mrs. Goswick?
I have other concerns right now, Doctor. But I'm fine, thank you.
I've read your son's medical report, Beatrice. It's not the flu or anything life-threatening. What has you so worried?
He was at
Мне
death's
больно.
door when he was brought
Когда его
here.
доставили
I
сюда,
just
он
want
был
him to
одной
be
ногой в
better as soon as
могиле.
possible.
He's not out of the woods
Он
yet.
все еще в тяжелом состоянии, возможно,
He
лечение
might need
немного
to stay here
затянется.
longer than expected.
Take care of him then, Dr. Reed. People here only seem to focus on
Я
contagious
все-таки, когда я
patients.
читаю, я
I
пропускаю
worry my poor
слова.
Mortimer will be neglected.
Нет смысла читать. Не могу так быстро читать,
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
как они говорят.
Good evening, Mr.
I'm okay.
I have to go now.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Это на улице. Да.
Good evening, Dr. Tibbets.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
Nurse Brannigan has been recently accused of neglecting her professional duties. Tell me what you really think about it.
This kind of protest is nothing but elitist bullshit. I trust Nurse Brannigan with my life. She has what it takes to be a great doctor.
Do you really think she could be the next Elizabeth Blackwell?
Believe me, Dr. Reed, a time will come when skill and skill alone will determine who can be a physician and who cannot.
What will you do after your resignation?
I always fancied visiting Cyprus. Such a beautiful island. I could buy a house there by the sea, read poetry, and wait for death.
Он хотел бы быть на Кипре.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Мало ли, вдруг нужна помощь. 1750. Ну, 7 метров. Ого. Что с ней удивительно?
I would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reed. I like a man who speaks his mind.
Hiding your true appetites behind a facade of compassion. Bravo. Very clever indeed.
Spare me your sarcasm, Jonathan. You are but newly born in this world.
So in the end, the accusation was true, wasn't it?
The situation is somewhat awkward nonetheless. I have not been observed sustaining myself for many decades. I have to say I'm a trifle embarrassed.
Anyway, I have concluded my inquiries concerning your blackmailer.
I see. Please excuse my agitated state. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't let anyone see me in this condition.
The case is closed, Your Ladyship. The person who took advantage of you has, shall we say, seen the error of her ways.
So who was it?
My lady, the blackmailer was dealt with using the utmost discretion. The culprit's identity is of no relevance.
Thank you, Jonathan. That is exactly what I needed from you. You have proven your loyalty, so, as a friend, please accept this small token of my appreciation.
Thank you, my lady.
If you have an inclination to learn more about vampires or your current situation, I will be glad to aid you in your quest for knowledge.
Why does Dr. Swansea allow you?
Dr. Swansea is a good and compassionate man. He is trying to find a solution for our hunger. Until that happens, he is clever enough to understand that I only feed upon the dying.
And no one...
As you well know, suspicion has recently fallen off.
What do you know about this Brotherhood?
The Brotherhood is well known amongst London Vampire Society. As long as our kind is discreet, and as long as they do not interfere, we have come.
Why did you save me?
I could hardly stand by and watch such a promising young blood as yourself be torn to shreds by some gutter scowl.
What type of...
Not a true vampire. The deformed offspring of lesser vampires. It is a shame these creatures run wild, slaves to their baser instincts.
William Bishop wasn't the vampire that created me then?
No, Jonathan. Whatever their strength and demeanor, Scowls are the progeny of careless vampires. It cannot be the other way round.
I know this is beyond...
Really? And I thought you were gentlemen. If you must know, I'm 27. I've been 27 for a long time now, and 27 I shall remain.
And who bestowed...
My maker. He left this isle a long time ago.
Very well. But I...
A lady has to have some secrets.
О себе. Ух ты. Голос в моей голове,
I've been
ну-ка.
hearing a voice talking in my head.
Это он о
This is
себе, а
some
не
kind
о
of
Нике.
insanity. It feels like the voice of the vampire that created me.
Hush. Tell no one this. It would be unwise to talk of such things amongst British immortals. Speak no more of your maker.
Excuse my forwardness, but... Are you my maker?
Me? Goodness, no. Only a foolish immortal would create a progeny without taking precaution, and I'm no fool.
How could this cause offense?
Only the powerful immortals can mentally call to their progeny. No vampire or hunter will sleep easy, knowing that an unidentified elder is stalking the streets of London.
I don't understand.
Да,
Why
его
was I
создали и
created
бросили.
and then left for dead?
That is a question only the one who made you can answer. It's not normal practice. I doubt even if you find him, he will answer you, considering how cruelly he treated you.
So me being a
Случайность,
vampire
ну-ка.
could have been a mistake.
I very much doubt it, Jonathan. Contrary to the legends, it is not as simple to make another vampire by just biting someone.
I'd like to avoid creating another vampire by mistake anyway. Tell me, how is it done?
The process is dangerous. It could even kill your potential progeny. If you did decide to sire an offspring, they must drink of your blood, Jonathan.
A vampire?
Such a crude word, defined by penny dreadfuls and drunken hacks. No. You are now an Ekon, and that you shall remain.
So we are Ekons. How can I identify us amongst other vampires?
How to put it? All Ekon are vampires, but all vampires are not Ekon. We are but a branch of the immortal tree.
Are you an Ekon too?
Yes, I am. We are the closest thing to what man refers to as vampires. Forget what you think you know about us.
I've been away from London and England for 3 years. This isn't the city I've...
Things have gone from bad to worse here, Jonathan. I've lived in this city for a long time, and I've never seen it.
The Spanish flu?
Yes, but it's not just that. I've heard things. Things I've not heard for a very, very long time. There are whispers in the shadows. Something far worse than the Spanish flu is here in the city.
What is it you fear?
Fear has long since flown this form. But there is something malevolent circling us. I feel fear is merely waiting in the wings.
Are there many?
Immortals are of a rare breed, and we often tend to hide. But you may occasionally meet some of us at night.
Will they all be as...
I do not see why not. But remember, even the shark smiles before he bites.
That sounds like a lesson from experience.
Vampire politics are as intricate and sometimes tedious as a game of chess in a gentleman's club. I've learned from experience it is best to decline to play.
Do you know any of them? Have you an idea of the identity of the vampire who attacked me?
You mean your maker? No, Jonathan, I have no clue. But I fear he or she is as careless as cruel. To let you discover your new condition by yourself.
What do you mean?
Every now and then, you may discover an immortal in the deep of the night. But we are a rare and reclusive breed. Our progeny is almost never accidental.
When I awoke, changed, I was chased and attacked by vampire hunters. Prepared and well-trained.
Though I can't be certain. More than likely, it was the once glorious Guard of Priwen.
You make them sound like...
More a society. And like all the best ones, a secret society. I thought them almost gone. But it seemed they have been recruiting.
Once glorious, but still dangerous.
They have seen better days, but all fanatics are dangerous. You would be wise to stay clear. They are sworn to destroy our kind.
I bid you farewell.
Понятно.
I must quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient.
Нужно исследовать образец крови, который он взял у пациента. Этого пациента. Нет, наверное, у того. У того другой враче. Не, как бы так сказать, врачебнина. Кровь Ревана Василия. Проанализировать. Интересно, как ее играть, если никого не убивать? Да я же не смогу убивать других вампиров, проходить побочки. Слабая сыворотка выносливости. Образец разбавленной свежей крови. Угу. Где-то найти. Самсон вообще ни на что не годится. Нитрат железа, мне его уже очень много штук.
Razvan Vasily was infected by Spanish flu, but also has the highly unstable blood of the Scowls. Is the London vampire epidemic transmitted through the flu? I should talk to Dr. Swansea about it.
Так, поговорите с доктором Сонси. Начинается 3 глава. Ну да, на 10 это подводится к мысли, что эта испанка связана с вампиризмом как-то.
Evening, Edgar. Could I get your professional opinion?
Please speak, but I have something important to tell you.
This strain of flu, it's very different from the one I saw in Europe. It's downright peculiar.
Really? What makes you say that?
I never saw symptoms like this when I was in France. Not at all.
I see. Do you have anything more to go on?
This disease spreads and looks like the Spanish flu, but its effects differ greatly. The London strain is different from the continental one.
This is very interesting. Did you find something else?
Yes. Unlike the flu, the infected begin to show an increase in outwardly aggressive behavior. More than simple agitation. Once docile people become violent.
You mean like rabies? Is there a chance we could create a vaccine, Jonathan, like Pasteur? By the stole, that would be smashing.
There's a lot we're not seeing here. But it is spreading, and quickly. If we don't act, the whole city could be lost.
But Jonathan, we've a fantastic opportunity sitting right here in front of us. A weapon of choice.
What on earth do you mean?
Why, you, my dear boy. With your expertise and your blood, we could isolate the properties that course through your veins. Think about the possibilities.
But the risk of infection using vampire blood could compound the situation.
I know, but your blood now carries remarkable regenerative properties. With our minds and your blood, there's nothing we couldn't cure.
We'll discuss this more later. Thank you for your time.
No,
Ага,
thank you,
сделать их
Jonathan.
вампирами.
But as I said, I needed to talk to you. I have some rather bad news.
Yes?
Правда, дурные
I'm afraid
новости.
it's your sister.
My sister?
She's to be buried this evening at Whitechapel Cemetery. Your mother published the obituary this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Please accept my condolences.
Посетите похороны Мэри. Еще я хочу улучшить свое оружие. Что мне надо? Так, там ничего из этого не было. Носимый урон на 10%. Часть обычной рукоятки, вот. Оно и так наносит урон, в принципе. Я не помню, может там уже было что-то. Ладно. Часть обычной рукоятки. Здесь у нас обычный спусковой механизм. Крошечная часть. Здесь у нас топорик. Части обычной рукоятки, надо ими затариться. Где сюда проще идти.
I never thought I would have to attend my murdered sister's funeral. Mary, I can't forgive myself. I'll find the truth about what happened to us. I swear. It's locked.
This is a poor hospital.
Мне нужен продавец.
Please show me.
Of course.
Нет. Нет. Другой. Показывает, что вроде близко, но петлять тут не близко.
Pembroke is so lucky to have Dr. Reed.
Ё-моё, где продавец?
If only there were more of us, with less resignation and more determination.
Должен быть сзади.
I wish I could say the same for the others.
Good evening,
Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Да. Ждать, ё-моё. Он что-то увидел.
Sorry, Dr. Reed. I know that Pembroke will fail and survive this epidemic.
Видел уже, да, что-то? Погодите-ка. Ну да, кровь. Не могу сюда зайти.
It's locked.
This hospital seems to be falling apart. But in the circumstances,
Good evening,
Miss.
Miss.
I'm okay. Of the doubt.
I have to go now.
Не понял, что он там такого
Good evening,
увидел?
Goodbye, Miss.
Непонятно.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor.
I'd like to...
Wise choice, Doctor.
Так. Это 315 монет. Так. Купить. Ну, мне уже хватает, но... Такое.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Так, я другие... Посмотреть, какие задания. Галочка, галочка, крестик, все галочки. Порт. Нехватка важного товара. Вот туда пойду.
Go back home, idiot! Last warning, sir! It's a lead! Get
Блин. Я так не попила у них ничего. 1, 2, 3. Так, далеко ли еще? В общем, я стою здесь, и мне надо... Ага. Вернуться и пройти по той улице. Нет. Вот по этой. Раз нормально получается. А, шо, тупик? Ага.
It's locked, all right.
Почему скрыто? Угу. Если направо закрыто, значит налево. Так, что это у нас?
It's locked.
Закрыто. Так себе ночью жить, конечно. Ну, вдруг что-то появилось, да? Не появилось. Прекрасно. Ходячий скаль. Хорошо. Так, я поменяю оружие, эй. Я хочу поменять оружие. Нет. Вот, поменялось. Странное место. Так, хорошо, я прошла там. Вот, пришла. Что этот нападет?
Back in the crate.
Да блин, ё-моё.
Christ! He's dead! Leech spotted! Watch out! What's it? It's a killer!
Так, один мужик убежал.
Oh Christ!
Так, я уже приближаюсь к тому месту.
Tom
Вот
has so
алкоголь.
much alcohol, he could keep this district afloat for quite some time.
Газетная статья. Так. Там вот какой-то подозреваемый преступление. Ставить джин себе, солгать Тому, отнести джин Тому, решить, что сказать Тому Уотсу. У нас типа получается он подозреваемый в каком-то преступлении, да? Покушение на убийство. Понятно. Тут лодка. Уж с нее перепрыгнул. Ну им надо будет алкоголь отнести, они там спокойнее.
Welcome back, Doctor. What can I do for you?
You lied to me, Tom. Your warehouse wasn't empty. It was inhabited with armed vigilantes.
I'm sorry, Dr. Reed, but I thought those Prewen guards would be willing to let someone like you pass without trouble.
That was devious of you, Tom. Next time you can bloody well go yourself.
I apologize, Doctor, but it's just that I prefer to avoid the law, its enforcers, and all manner of thugs in uniform.
There was nothing left in the
Блин, я им
warehouse.
солгала.
Fair enough. I guess it was a long shot. I just hope those drunk bastards didn't give you a hard time.
Случайно.
You attempted murder.
I was given an order to kill. I was an obedient gang member at the time, a proud wet boot boy.
Why did you join the gang?
Because I finally felt useful. Do you have any idea what it means to feel respected when the rest of the world shits on you?
Do you need any...
I'm all right.
Why not leave town and start a new life after?
I grew up in the East End. This is where my roots are. This is where I want to help others and die eventually.
Don't you feel threatened? Staying in such a violent...
I've made peace with my violent past, Dr. Reed. I may not be a pacifist, but I'm not angry anymore.
Do you think the docks will always be a hive of scum and villainy?
As long as poverty and fear run the show, I don't see how it would change. Misery loves company, as they say.
Tell me about your arrest for attempting...
I tried to kill someone. I got arrested. I paid my debt and I have nothing to hide.
So you mean your custody?
Yeah, why do you think this is the last pub open? I have nothing to hide and I don't judge. That's a relief for many round here.
Do you think prison changed?
Oh, I don't know about that. All I brought back is bad memories, scars, and an ugly tattoo of a blue turtle.
But do you feel cleansed of your sins?
All I know is that I'm at peace. I did what I did, but I wouldn't do it again. Does that make me a better man? I don't know.
You attempted murder. Give me some details.
I was given an order to kill. I was an obedient gang member at the time, a proud wet boot boy.
So you were ordered...
I don't know if you can possibly understand, but I couldn't kill him. I just stood there pointing my gun. Someone saw me.
Why couldn't you shoot?
My target was eating in that fancy restaurant with mirrors and music. He was eating, drinking, laughing. He was having such a good time. I hated him for his bottomless appetite and easy life of easy pickings. And then something happened.
Вы
You
прониклись его
refused to kill him
чувствами.
because you wanted to feel some of that happiness yourself. You empathized with him.
Exactly. The man was a bloody landlord who rented overpriced flats. A selfish bastard. But he made me smile. And I was no different from him.
Sabrina seems very...
I like her too. I really do. I know I'm her boss, and I'm much older and all. But I like her for sure.
What is bothering you then?
Sabrina is an angry one. She wears it like a coat. I'm not sure I can make her shed that anger.
Goodbye, Mr.
Да, прощай, мистер Вотс.
Evening, miss.
Что Сабрина скажет?
That's a first. Customers who make that much mess rarely come back. Never mind in fancy togs.
I'm much more myself than when we first met. By the way, I'm Jonathan, Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome back to the Turquoise Turtle then, Doctor. I'm Sabrina Cavendish. How can I help you?
Tell me, Sabrina, do you really believe Tom has renounced his life of crime?
He proves it to me every day he tells the truth. Tom Watts is a good man. One of the best.
And you don't think he might fall back into his sordid ways?
We can all do terrible things, Dr. Reed. And we never know what we're really capable of until it's too late.
Что не босс?
Tell me about your...
I love Tom. Not ashamed of it. Don't care if the customers joke about it, neither.
Does Tom...
Yeah, but he's always reluctant to take it further. It's not because I'm younger, or because of the colour of my skin. He hates jokes about us.
Who's mocking?
I mean, we're always together.
Если вместе работать, то не может у них быть романа. Почему?
Excuse my curiosity.
Something bothering you?
I'm sorry if I worried you.
Nosy. My dad was a sailor.
Believe me, I never judge someone on their place of birth or the colour of their skin.
If that's true, you'd be one of the few not to make fun of me. Just you, Tom, Dyson, Miss Fishburne, and of course Mr. Hampton.
Do you require medical assistance?
I'm fine, sir.
Goodbye, Mr.
Goodbye, Mrs. Это торговец. А я этого жить оставила.
Oh, you're not...
What do you do for it?
I drink.
Why do you drink?
Maybe it's because I prefer dying slowly. Death can be so abrupt. Personally, I like to see mine coming at my own pace.
You sound very sad, sir.
That's because I am, Doc.
Don't you work at all?
I'd love to, but I don't have the time. Didn't I tell you? Drink in the morning and at noon. I'll drink at night.
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks, I mean.
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood. So friendly, so joyful.
Why are you so cynical?
Cynicism is the polite way to express despair, Doctor.
No reason at all to rejoice.
Let me tell you a story.
Так, расскажи, да.
Go on.
A few years ago, when I believed a resolute man could change things around here for good, a tragedy...
What kind of tragedy?
It was a bomb. Bomb that exploded in...
You lost people you loved that day, didn't you?
I've lost everything. But you know what the worst part is? I don't even remember where it happened. I've drunk so much to forget it. And now I can't remember where it was. I can't pay my homage to the dead.
I'm sorry, Mr. Delaney.
It's okay. If you ever find the place, just leave a flower for me there. Even if you tell me where it is. I'm not sure I'd memorize it.
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town?
Кто мне дал новое расследование? Да.
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood. So friendly, so joyful.
No reason at all to rejoice, then. Life is hopeless and then we die, is that it?
Let me tell you a story.
Another
Какой
time.
раз? Ничего не открылось.
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
550. О. Качество крови. Что он мне за расследование дал? Дань памяти жертвам. Найти место, где взорвалась бомба. Так, это туда, а торговец... Имеется в виду торговец выпивкой, что ли?
Good evening, Miss.
Hello again.
О, она торговец.
Can I see what...
As long as you have money.
Все. Так, мое жилье где-то здесь. Смотрим, 4-й уровень. А, часть хорошего спускового механизма. Все, я поняла. Не то купила. Ну ладно, ничего страшного. Часть хорошей рукояти. Тупоры клея. 1. Чем это 0? Так, мне вот это взять. Мешает расход выносливости или расход выносливости. Почему бы нет? А почему нет? Понятно. Это выбрано. А! Я поняла, вот этого уровня нет. Эх, вот такие вот дела. И тартат железа. Зачем мне столько тартата железа? Сегодня мои лекарства никому не понадобились. Я сделала слабую сыворотку выносливости. Пойду искать это место. О, это здесь? То, куда я не смогла переместиться. Походу даже лодкой не перепрыгнешь. На лодке, в смысле. Вот сюда и сюда. Там уж. Куда это ведет? На мост.
I have this thirst for blood.
И тут трупы. Вообще лежат, воняют, никто не убирает. О, нормально. Вообще третий уровень. Так. А здесь найти падение бомбы в Саутараке. Место. Это то место, где это кладбище было. Так, и шо? Где карта? И здесь же... А, не, похороны в другом месте. Все. Нет. Иди пешком. Это место, где он очнулся. В смысле, этот район.
It's locked, all right.
Открытое убежище еще одно. А может поспим, а? Не знаю, ну а что случится? 3000. Меня. Надо что-то хорошее взять. Теневой туман. Вот это да. 3000. И все. Ага. Нету у меня каких-то страшных новостей, да? Стабильные, здоровые. Стабильная из-за тетки. Томас Элвуд, пропавший горожанин. Ну ладно. Все заболели. О, мне на их надо будет полечить. Никого. Не в критическом, значит, надо лечить. Ну, 16 уровень.
Get their weapons ready! We found one! It's one of them! Bloody leech!
Найти место, где взорвалась бомба. Еще. Может, это и есть то кладбище, где он очнулся? Удивительно, что их тут два. Я бы ее еще раз точно прошла бы. Букет, информация, так. Букетик скромных белых цветов.
Yes. The place has changed since the explosion, but it was definitely here. I should find some way to pay my respects. May all who suffered from this tragedy find or rest in peace.
Хорошо, поговорить с Дейсоном Дельени о теракте. О, кровища. А, первая комната. Или нет? Они там есть где-то, а где они, непонятно.
It's locked, all right.
Закрыто.
human? Any bloody leaves from one of them! Oh, Christ!
Не поняла, что произошло. Как сработал этот туман, не было видно. Надо будет пройти таким образом, чтобы у всех есть.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Кто мне все заказывал? Руфус, не? Не Руфус.
Evening, Rufus.
Evening, Mr. Reed.
What can you tell me about?
It's all about staying out of trouble. But since most people prefer to avoid me, it's pretty easy.
Я в этом районе еще никого не ела.
So long, Rufus. Good evening, Mr.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Mr. Good evening, madam. I'm Dr. Reed.
Why?
I work at the Pembroke Hospital. I'm investigating the flu epidemic in this area.
Oh, the Spanish flu. Well, that's quite liberal of you, Doctor. But this is no time to be knocking at people's doors.
The disease takes away the good people too, madam.
It's Mrs. Fishburne. Stella Fishburne. And yes, indeed. Why not let a doctor in?
Так, пустила меня.
Please don't stay too long, sir.
Не болеет.
It's locked.
Эта бабка ночью не спит.
Remember the last time I had a good sleep. So you have questions?
Yes, among other things.
Forgive my rudeness at the door. It's just my son doesn't like strangers.
The orphan that regards you as a mother. Please tell me about him, Stella.
You mean Rufus? I wish I could do even more for the poor boy. Most people are so selfish.
But you're not.
Years may have passed, but I haven't forgotten how it feels to go through days with nothing but an empty stomach.
How is life around here?
Life has always been hard in the East End. But it's everywhere nowadays, isn't it?
Violence has always fed on poverty, don't you think? It's a cruel law of the human condition.
And selfishness is their rotten fruit. These days, you could just die in the gutter and no one will bat an eye.
Do you think the increase in...
Don't know, but it's most likely linked to the gangs if you ask me. Recently, it's like everyone has had to pick a side.
May I ask what you...
Since my husband died, I worked at the Dawson Rope factory, but it closed before the war. I occasionally help at the night asylum, in exchange for food.
Did your husband die in the war?
Oh no, my Jack was a docker. He died when my Seymour was just a lad. The poor boy saw his dad slip and fall from that scaffolding.
How do you pay the rent, then?
My Seymour works at the docks, just like his dad. He's very attached to the house he grew up in. It's not always easy, but we get by all right.
Goodbye, Miss Fish.
Понятно, это мачеха того одного парня. Надо найти того, кто водку хлещет. Что-то его не видно нигде. Ну да, надо было в другую сторону.
Good evening, Mr.
What? Oh, you're that...
I found the location of the
Really? That's so kind. I never thought someone would... Well...
It's nothing, really. And I'm sorry for your loss.
What? No, I didn't know them. No car was supposed...
You're the man who hid that bomb.
I don't want to talk about it. Leave me alone.
Это он заложил бомбу?
I sense your guilt, Dyson. Why is that? Did you not think violence was an acceptable
Это очень неожиданно.
I still believe our fight was just. By killing an innocent couple who were just at the wrong place at the wrong time. No way.
You are guilty and you deserve no compassion. You chose the weapon of a coward and you run away from the truth.
I know. Maybe I deserve judgment. Until that day, I'll just be Dyson the drunk, not Dyson the murderer.
I want you to remember the bomb, Dyson. Tell me about it.
No. I don't want to remember it.
The victims. They were not the target then.
I spent so much time figuring out the perfect moment. I used a short fuse. No car had ever parked there. They all died.
Why use a bomb? What were you trying to destroy?
The Dawson & Dawson ammunitions factory. A symbol of violence against the people. My group wanted to destroy it to send a message.
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks, I mean.
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood. So friendly, so joyful.
Goodbye.
850. Мне за него дадут.
Good evening, Mr. Dillon.
What?
Не особо много, но лучше, чем ничего.
I'm gonna die with blood on my hands. No one will remember me.
The dog's fault, they say. Then the gangs, the epidemics, everyone's throwing the...
Good evening, Miss Cox.
Hello again, Doc.
Can I see...
As long as you have
Так. Вспомнить бы, что я хотела качать. Тупоры колея. И для него мне надо еще одну часть обычной рукояти. Так.
Good evening, Miss...
Hello again.
Can I see what...
As long as you have...
Так, там стоит оглушение. Уменьшить расход выносливости, самое то. Теперь людей надо полечить. Там в районе вот здесь. Третий крайне пропавших горожан. Там я знаю, что с ней случилось. Катакан Бейтс. Такие простуды, сердца. Скоро вообще помрет Бенджамин. Вспомни, где тут район. Порт. Нет. Уайт Чепл. Вот здесь. Почему ставится два маркера?
My guess is they're recruiting for some vengeance.
Stay away!
Туда. Ну да. Не могу 2 раза использовать одну способность подряд.
Filthy piece of shit!
Я в ту сторону зашла. Угу. Так, а если не в ту сторону, то сюда вообще-то некуда. Че, не пройти тут-то? Нормально вообще. А чё? Ты где? На порт? Да вернуться через мост. Это вообще не пройду.
I cannot enter.
Что это за кровь?
There's one of them! Watch yourselves!
Классно. Способность классная. Нет, не то. Ладно, пускай будет. Так, я иду сюда. Whitechapel. Суп? Чудово. Людей. Где они?
When science fails you, this elixir will give you faith.
Good evening, sir.
You're here for a room.
I'm not here for a bounty. I'm a doctor.
A doctor? In Whitechapel?
Do you require assistance?
Not me, but your skills could help a lot.
Since I took an oath...
Well, seen better days, that's for sure. But it was bound to happen with all these refugees about.
Infecting you is probably the last thing on these...
What? You give me this for free?
Have you heard anything?
Not really.
Why am I not...
Maybe it's because you lack faith. Bill.
What help could I possibly be to your business?
That's simple. I already get good money from all those fleeing the war. Can you imagine what they'd be willing to pay if I could offer medical assistance too?
Mr. Bates, do not make me regret saving your life in this quarantine zone.
I understand, Dr. Reed, you're from a good family. Don't want to get your hands dirty. That's fine. I'll be happy to act as your middleman.
I've no interest in money. Perhaps one night I will visit you and take what I require. If that should happen, there will be no need for a middleman.
So it's a no then. That's too bad. The Reed tonic could have really helped people, you know, save lives. Isn't that what you do? I mean, people buy that Swamburgh shit.
What is your business exactly?
I offer fair lodgings for a modest price to the poor and weary of Whitechapel.
I see. And what about those who cannot pay?
Well, deals can be done, if you know what I mean. Money's not the only currency. After all, I'm not immune to a pretty face.
In other words, you take a...
Begging your pardon, I thought you was a man who could appreciate the complexity of the modern world. Things ain't just black and white, you know.
It's unusual to see someone so happy around here.
Why should I be sad now? There've always been wars, disease, tragedy. There always will be.
That's an unusual way of seeing things in these trying times.
I don't see why I should shed a tear for another man's woes. I'm healthy, and I intend to stay so.
Tell me, what's your honest opinion of the increasing violence in London?
People are just beginning to discover what we've always known. This city's rotten to the core. They just took their bloody time to wake up and notice it.
What do you mean?
People are acting like the violence is news. But it's always been savage down here. It just bubbles to the surface every now and again.
Так что еще? Личные вопросы.
You seem to have
Not much. It was a fucking nightmare. Savages, absolute bloody savages. Their appearance. Jeez.
You'd better not come back here. I won't be around next time to save you. Have you heard anything about Nurse Crane and her dispute?
Not really.
A man such as yourself, knee-deep in the muck.
Heard it closed after the owners died. Refugees don't want to come to Whitechapel no more. Scared, I hear.
You sound disappointed.
As long as she was there at the dispensary, it attracted more immigrants and kept my place full. Such a shame.
Так, все, больше нет вопросов.
Goodbye, Mr.
Кого еще? В якому пакете молоко?
Там їжа, картошка і молоко, бутилка.
Мам, тут нельзя брать ті продукти.
Не можна, но в холодильник молоко.
А, ну да, значить в холодильник.
Іди сама, я там знаю, я глянула там. Іди сама розпоряди.
Це в дорогу по...
Молоко ж прокисне. В теплі.
Хорошо.
Іди. Не став довго.
падлы, блин. Сучары. Есть не падлы, везде, суки.
Maybe it's time to see if this Stina is still working nearby.
Кто там еще больной? А не то. Скали. Это протекает не то место. Да. Это тут церковь. Чё, не то.
Эту
сторону. О, переутомление.
Fancy buying? You never lose your focus. Do you need help?
To be honest, I'd prefer you take a look at my stuff. I'd rather be rich and sick than the contrary.
I don't quite agree, but I won't argue with you.
Really? Free? Don't take it personally, but charity usually comes at a price. Human nature being what it is.
Right then.
Ух ты, камеи продают. О! Но это крошечная часть. Не надо крошечная. Это, скорее всего. Только алкоголя 4. Кольцо. Скромное, но дорогое обручальное кольцо клея кокса. Не, ну а что мне больше не знаю, что покупать. Где все есть?
You again?
Can I offer you my...
Keep your medicines for up.
There is a thin line between pride and stupidity, sir. Please take this medication. You'll feel better.
All right. I'll take it then. It's not like I don't appreciate the gesture.
Have you recently...
I saw her wandering the streets. Yesterday, I think. She didn't recognize me. People say she's lost it. It's a sad story.
Goodbye, Mr.
Прощайте, мистер Петерсон, так я 3 їх вилічила.
Fancy bar. You never... How is business?
Business? I had no business. Between this racket, theft, and customers getting scared, I'm losing money every day.
I see. Sounds like you blame someone in particular for your situation.
It's no secret Joe Peterson spends his time harassing merchants.
Джо Питерсон кого-то шантажирует, а его вообще хочет разорить, понятно.
Do you have any news of Nurse Crane and
Все записано.
There's those who dare to get healthcare from that bitch are never seen again. Something fishy going on there for sure.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis.
Так. Переутомление мне. Надо сделать еще лекарство от переутомления.
Time to pay. You again?
Can I offer you my
The name is Colossus Joe.
Так, вот это вам нравится
How did you
запугивать
become
людей?
the local bully? Everyone.
There's no pride in roughing up poor bastards. But this is the only job I found. And it pays well.
A job?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks. I'm their muscle for their dirty work.
Он делал всю грязную работу за всех.
You survive at any cost, even...
I don't care what you think, sir.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your... But
oh, do you really think he's the poor victim here? Barrett can be as sneaky as anyone. Long ago, I even called the bastard my best friend.
Ого, назвал его лучшим другом.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Так, где логово? Где-то здесь на углу.
Its effectiveness has been proven by many. Even the flu
Так.
is no match for the Swanborough cordial.
Сюда. А что так все запутано?
Keep nearby. Who distribute flowers at this?
Так. И комната с рабочим столом. Ой. Так, я купила кое-что. Сейчас посмотрю. О, улучшается эта штука. Так, поглотите. Все на кровище тогда здесь сделаю. Так вот. Мне надо аж сюда пойти. Вот. Неизвестно, что с ней.
Don't be shy, Han.
I'm not looking for what you're selling. But I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reed.
All right then, but be quick. Though I usually get paid when I open my mouth.
Do you need any assistance?
It depends on the price of your medicine.
I'm shocked that you would think I am that sort of man.
Forgive my suspicion. I'm so used to liars with good manners. Thank you, sir.
What do you know about Nurse?
2 girls I know went to the dispensary yesterday. Nobody has seen them since. I worry about them in case bad things happen.
Tell me about yourself.
Are you joking with me? People don't usually come to see me for conversation.
I have no interest in your work. I am, however, curious as to what led you into this career.
Short story. The war, exile, and England. This country is not especially welcoming. I've been refused many jobs because of where I am from. I had few options left.
I'm sure you could have found another job, perhaps less lucrative. Maybe you should try again.
And when exactly was the last time you looked for a job? Or worried about the rent, or what, or when you were going to eat?
Christina, have you been examined? The epidemic is spreading fast in London, and you could be exposed, or expose others.
I don't like doctors or hospitals, but I don't like you asking questions.
Considering your line of work, I assure you it is only a matter of time before you have...
О, доктор очень даже прав.
It will happen. Right now, I need money. That's
Сейчас она нужна, ей нужны деньги, а потом она будет страдать от болезни и рано помрет страшной смерти.
You can put your own life in danger. That's your decision.
And you think that would worry me? If you knew the men I deal with, their health would not be what you'd worry about.
Clayton Darby claims he will expose the crisis in Whitechapel to all of London. Do you believe him?
I believe Clayton's courage will erode with time, until he finally leaves Whitechapel to start another fight somewhere else.
Why this skepticism?
How can you speak about starvation if...
Are you talking?
I've seen your type come here to get a good fuck in a cheap room or a dark alley before going back to their fancy houses in the West End.
Goodbye, miss.
Так, сколько еще их полечить осталось? Странно, их количество не уменьшилось. Твоих переутомления. Невралгия. Священники. Ага, это возле церкви стоят.
Good evening, Doctor.
Do you need assistance?
That would be nice of you, Doctor. Who knows what I may have caught during my investigation.
If you persist in investigating the most pox-ridden boroughs of London, you must accept the risks.
Thank you, sir.
Have you any news of...
It appears the dispensary is now a major source of contagion in Whitechapel. Someone should do something about it, but no one cares.
Christina Popper claims she sells her body because she can't find any other work. Do you believe her?
Of course I do. Her story is exactly what I want my readers to understand. We live in an intolerant and divided nation.
Do you think things will ever change, Mr. Darby?
I believe the situation can only improve. And now that women can vote, I'm convinced things will change.
Goodbye, Mr.
Так, и священник. Кристина переместила в другое место. Да.
Good evening, Miss.
It's Father Whitaker, my son. So, are you still lost in your...
Да.
Don't you fear
Я
getting
по-прежнему
sick yourself?
пустую.
Faith gives me all I need, my son. If I must fall, then so be it.
No doubt your faith will prevail, but let me give you some extra protection against the devil's work. Medicine.
Blessed be your generosity, my son.
Have you recent news of...
If you propagate the devil's work, you'll perish by the devil's work. Such is the law of the Lord.
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences. And most of them can't see
Он
the
такое
plain truth.
плетет
Quite a
невероятно
judgmental
просто.
opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
But you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
Well, I suppose
Так
I can
вроде
spare
это
a
уже
few
все
minutes listening
кликало.
to your so-called truth.
As a doctor, you must be aware of the decimating...
What do you mean?
The beast is finally revealing it.
Ну да, зверь явил себя,
have-
бла-бла-бла. Он все время всем это повторяет одно и то же. Простуда, бронхит, сепсис, переутомление, анемия, невралгии, ничего нет. Так что так. Трое человек, неизвестно, больны они или здоровы. Где-то они ходят, неизвестно где. Пропавший горожанин. Я к ней близко подходить даже не хочу. Шон Хэмптон. Знакомый. Сюда. Смогу ли я пройти этой дорогой? Не знаю. Может, потом. Перерыв.